From paying a vegetable vendor to buying a high-end gadget, Indians are swiftly adopting online modes of payments for different needs.
So it started off with RuPay card scheme, which was a Visa or MasterCard kind of equivalent of domestic card scheme in India. And then we launched the UPI, IMPS, and AEPS, NEFT, NETC, all these kind of payment instruments.
However, it was UPI that turned out to be the real game changer. Introduced in April 2016, UPI has already surpassed credit and debit cards in terms of usage in India. According to a recent RBI report, UPI reported 5.36 billion merchant transactions in May 2023. In fact, in 2019, Google recommended UPI to the US Federal Reserve for developing its own real-time payment system, FedNow. But what has led to this massive success of the UPI?
Convenient to use because it is on the mobile and it is led by the bank.
Besides high security and friendly user interface, inclusion of NBFCs and fintechs helped speed up the process.
In the early days, Google Pay, Phonepe, etc. were giving, and even Paytm were giving cashbacks or reward scratch cards to customers to adopt the UPI and the payment instruments. And third is the wide acceptance of digital payments. Even a small kirana store or even a fruit seller on the road now has a QR code.
Among different generations, as expected, Gen Z and millennials are more comfortable with digital transactions and use mobile applications for the same.
Especially the small and medium ticket kind of transactions, they would be contributing to close to 60 to 70% of the overall transactions in India from a volume perspective. From a value perspective, this would be low. It could be around 30-35% or maybe even 40% of the overall digital payment transactions.
But what about the ticket size?
And the ticket sizes have increased, and with new innovations coming in the UPI space, where we will also now see UPI on credit card being allowed and UPI on credit, I think the ticket sizes are further expected to increase and maybe double in the next 2 to 3 years.
To promote digital transactions, payments via homegrown RuPay and UPI platforms were kept free from MDR charges. MDR, which stands for Merchant Discount Rate, is the amount the merchant pays to its bank for accepting credit and debit card transactions from their customers. But this immunity given to UPI soon became a hot topic for debate.
So when the charges were done away with for UPI, it was moved from the central kind of government, and it was aimed to increase adoption of digital payments, especially for the small and medium merchants, right? But I think now that phase is come through, where we are seeing that a lot of merchants are aware, eager to kind of accept digital payments, including UPI for different transactions. Having said that, the participants and the ecosystem players are, need to make money, and they are currently getting some subsidies from the central government, but that is not enough.
In a UPI transaction, the payer's bank incurs approx 0.1% of the cost, while beneficiary's bank incurs a cost of around 0.07%. In March 2023, an interchange fee of up to 1.1% on UPI transactions above 2,000 rupees was announced. This was just for payments via prepaid payment instruments or PPIs from 1st April 2023.
In my view, pricing should be there and pricing should come back at some point. It may not be a percentage-based MDR pricing. It can be like a flat fee based on certain structures or certain slabs as we see it.
While MDR charges will help financial institutions amp up their technology and infrastructure, it will also test UPI's ability to sustain its user base, which is now used to free transactions. For more such news, views and insights, follow and subscribe to Business Standard.